I love questions after meditation, and sometimes I get some really good emails. An email that came in this week asked the question of, how do I stay awake during meditation? Love it. How to stay focused, alert, and awake. I have some tips. One of the things that kind of seems a little bit simple is to check out your environment. Are you in an environment that's too warm? Are you too comfy? Are you lying down in your bed? Are you sleepy to begin with? Some of those things are really important to think about, even though they seem a bit simple. We utilize lots of different parts of our brain in our meditation, and that's on purpose because the more parts of your brain you can utilize, the more balanced, creative healing can take place within your brain. But also, if we utilize the emotional part of your brain and the feeling into your body part of your brain and the higher part of your brain that's more cognitive function, we incorporate some of your senses, we utilize your imagination, have you see colors, have you smell different things, that's going to help you stay way more focused and way more on task. So utilizing different parts of your brain during meditation can totally help. Creating a balanced activation in your body. Activation is where you have more life into your body. So if you're feeling kind of slumpy, not a whole lot of activation going on. But when you feel a lot more perky, we can teach you how to create a little bit more activation in your body with some natural ways. One is your breath. Not sure if you know this, but when you are practicing your deep breathing, it's actually your deep, strong, slow exhale that creates the calm. If you have a nice deep inhale, even a fast inhale, without the strong, slow, deep exhale, you're actually going to create some activation in your body. Here's a couple of tips. You might want to download or get, like maybe on Spotify or YouTube, vocal exercises app. The vocal exercises app will have you inhale really strong and then let out the tunes. It'll also vibrate in the back of your throat with some of the more humming ones. You might do some lip vibrational that create a good bit of activation in your body. But think about it, the breath, pulling that breath in without the slow, strong exhale. There are some yoga breathings that look at different or that's not necessarily to create calm. There's also another breathing where you can pull in the air strongly through your mouth and then just gently let it out through your mouth, kind of like this. It almost feels like I'm on a bike ride. If you're on a bike ride or you're taking a really brisk walk, your breath is going to come in a lot stronger on your inhale than if you're just doing something a bit sedentary. So be thinking about your breath, knowing that strong inhalations can help create a little bit of activation. Mint. The mint family can create really nice activation without the kind of caffeine jittery feeling. So if I'm really feeling slumpy in the morning and my morning coffee isn't enough, I might take a carrier oil like coconut oil or maybe grapeseed oil and put it on the back of my neck. And then take a little bit of peppermint essential oil and apply it to the back of my neck and then smell through my nose. When we smell oils through our nose, it takes it immediately up into the limbic system and it helps just create a bit of activation. It's kind of nice. Chewing gum. When my kids were little, I wouldn't let them chew gum close to evening time because I knew that the mint would create too much activation. Wouldn't make them hyper, but it would make their body more alert. So thinking about things like this is really going to help you create a natural activation in your body. Cold. We talked about being too comfy, too cozy, too warm, but actually cold can take you out of the dorsal-vagal. We learned this in our last 8-week series, that where you feel a little bit more slumpy and more shut down, into your ventral-vagal, which is really good balance. So cold, for example, if any of you are swimmers and you jump into a cold pool, you know pretty quickly that snaps you out of a place of slump and into a place of alert. We don't have swimming pools, most of us, right? But my daughter, she goes to work on Saturday mornings super early in the morning. So I encourage her, wash your face with cold water. Why? Because we have cranial nerves in our face and it alivens the cranial nerves in our face. Brushing your teeth with minty toothpaste in the morning awakens your senses. So it helps create a little bit of activation. Those of you who have a history of shutting down too much, or you just feel too slumpy, incorporating more cold into your diet can actually help. There was a time when I was shutting down so much and it was starting to worry me because I could feel my nervous system sliding into shutdown mode too often. In that period of time, I ended my showers with cold. It's not comfy. What does it do? The cold activates that vagus nerve, but also it activates this kind of breathing. And we are learning that breathing in strong inhalations can create activation. So a cold, ending your shower with cold is like a double whammy. But incorporating this into your diet or into your lifestyle can help tone the vagus nerve. Almost like taking your vagus nerve to the gym, it makes it more challenging for your nerve to slide into the dorsal vagal when you're doing exercises to help create that kind of activation. Twists, we learned this in our class before, help tone the vagus nerve. Anything that you can do that sort of help your nerves, your nervous system, your cranial nerves, all of that, create a little bit more activation can really, really help. When we're thinking about our spine with the twists, our spine can twist in 6 different directions, right? You're saying we do 4. And then if I were to go over to the side, over to this side, it's nice because whenever we twist our bodies and we stretch our bodies, it helps waken them up. That's one level. But the other level is because we are incorporating our spine, it also incorporates our vagus nerve. So I'm hoping some of these tips are helpful to you. If you have more questions, of course, I'm always on the end of this email. Have yourself a great day, and I can't wait to see you in our next meditation. Bye-bye.